Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Oh my God. Dude. Yep.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first episode of A Higher Perspective, the podcast. I'm your host, Charlie Brown. Joining me today is Eric Tonis, a brewer by passion, a beer drinker by love, and so much more. Thank you for coming today.
Yeah, dude. Of course. I'm stoked, man.
Yeah,
This is going to be a blast.
This is going to be pretty exciting. We're going to start rolling off with this Moonrock Blunt.
Ooh, yes.
From Portland Heights. It's infused with full spectrum high THC oil, Mimosa Mac, and it's running in at 46% THC. Comes from the medication station in Newport, Oregon.
To the clouds.
This is going to be amazing.
Yeah, I'm stoked. When you sent me the little video of it, I was chomping at the bit to try this thing.
Yeah, I've been excited for a while.
Yeah. I'm excited. Sure, man. Well, thank you for asking me to be on this. When you said you want to be on a podcast about smoking weed and getting high at the same time, I was like, do I breathe?
Right? Thank you.
Yes, and it's cannabis.
That's how I felt about the idea. I was like, this has got to happen.
All right, I guess we got to start it off by smoking the weed, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go.
Let's do this. Put the ashtray in the middle because I might be clumsy a little bit.
Well, that's a pretty good one right there. So,
Oh, fuck yeah.
Whew. Woo. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I would say that's going to get it going there.
Oh, I would think so.
So let me ask you.
Yes, sir.
Being a brewer, where did that passion come from?
Well, one more.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Honestly, it's kind of like a random story. Like, it really came about by accident, honestly. Like, I was never, like, in college or anything, like, home brewing or doing any of that stuff on my own.
Yeah.
In fact, I was kind of like a lesser drinker. I tended to be the designated driver for my friends.
Yeah.
I didn't like to drink as much. I'm really bad at hangovers. Like, lay in the bathtub,
I hear
curled up in fetal position hangovers. But I have always smoked weed, and so I would be the DHD, as I call it, the designated high driver. You know, get a little stoned, have a little fun at the bar, and then take everyone home, which was my fun.
Yeah.
But, sidetrack. When I moved out to the coast with my wife, Laura, I was just looking for warehouse jobs in general because was my past experience, which was in the professional industry, if you will.
Yeah.
And there was an opening for packaging at Rogue, and so I just took the job because we needed money for the rent.
Yeah.
And started working there. Never have working in the industry before, but still liking beer. I definitely always liked beer and especially enjoyed the complexities of craft beer,
Yes.
which was pretty big in Montana, which is where I'm from originally.
Yeah.
And once I started working there, I just learned more and more and learned how creative and also scientific, which are two of my passions, like creativity and science are just melded together with brewing.
Yeah.
And I got asked to join the brewing department and just started learning more and becoming more knowledgeable about what brewing was as a whole, and kind of just fell in love with it as I started working there when it was just kind of a job at first. And I've just kind of just continued to work really hard there and work my way up the ladder and have eventually made it to this plateau where I'm maybe not plateau but to this step where I'm brewing a bunch and really have honed my skills in and realized how much I love it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where it came from, creativity and being kind of like a scientist having to learn a little bit of chemistry and stuff is kind of like what let me realize like this is actually like a career that I love doing and I could see myself in. And I don't have a drinking problem, so like it's actually not hard for me to balance that.
Yeah. Thank goodness it wasn't cocaine you got into. I'm just saying.
Right?
Might be a problem then.
Sorry, I'm just bogarting that.
No, it's okay.
You'll probably experience a lot of that on this audience.
It happens.
I'll take a pause on that for a second. Let it seep in. Yeah, but yeah, that's kind of like where it came from, and like, now I've really reached this point where I like really love it, and it hits a lot of my desires in a job of being like creative and free and like, you know, but also being meticulous and scientific and organized, which I also love. So it's like, you know, it's kind of like it was like the most out of nowhere career path. I have a degree in English, first of all, and like my first love was writing, specifically fiction. So, but I've also worked on so many creative projects. It just kind of led me to this path. So
that is absolutely awesome.
Yeah,
it's a great story. I love it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And that slides me into your creative side and Return.
Oh, that's right, the movie.
That was great.
Yeah.
And not to tie it in or like, I mean, I'm already feeling that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So at some point, I want to talk about a Bloom Festival where this kind of played for us in this little town.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, totally.
How did you get into that? What made you say, hey, that's something I want to be a part of?
Well, I guess so as like a back, I'll give like a little, maybe to help people, I'll give like a little, like, if you don't mind, a quick background on myself. So I like grew up in Billings, Montana, which is southeastern Montana, and was definitely like a more liberal black sheep, if you will, in very conservative eastern Montana, but always had a very creative passion and desire to like break out and do that kind of stuff from a young age. So I went to University of Montana in Missoula, got a degree in creative writing there, was super into doing, you know, writing fiction and poetry. That's like that's what I had wanted to do for a long time.
Yeah.
And so I did that and like started working with my friends. I spent time on an art collective and this like music festival that we do every year in Billings called Julia Louise Dryfest. A little plan.
Yeah. That's pretty good right there. Does she have anything to do with it?
No. So I don't know. You know, anyways.
You know,
But it's fun. It's like, so I started doing projects like that, and with my like, you know, degree and like love for writing, it like I was able to do a bunch of that like creative stuff.
Yeah.
And that got me. So actually, and then sorry. Hi, guys. Stoner.
Yeah.
But so that was one of those projects. Was also an art collective that we started that was called Waste Division, where we post like writing and photography and like visual art from like from all of our friends that were really talented, and then it kind of branched out to like a little further out across the country, and then like we got like even like 3 or 4 international artists who found us, and then we put their art up. So it became this kind of thing, and that. The Waste Division helped out the Dryfest Festival as well, and so I just became like befriended with a bunch of different creative groups because of this, and we ended up doing during the pandemic. We did a live streaming music series on our art collective website called Quarantine Days.
Yeah.
And
nice.
yeah, and so we'd have like live bands on, just like streaming from a room, and just like, you know, so it's like it was like socially distanced, and like, but we were still trying to provide like live entertainment for people.
Yeah, that's cool.
We had a camera guy named Stan Parker who was the doing our video, because he was worked for local PBS and everything. And so after we did that project, later on he hit me up about a movie that him and his friend Pete Tolton were working on that was about a documentary. It's a documentary about a Vietnam soldier returning to Vietnam. And he's like, hey, we worked on this project together before the quarantine days, and like I really liked how organized you were, and like everything that you were doing on that. Would you want to like join our movie project and help us, like, you know, do some post-production stuff.
Yeah.
And, like, I was
That's
like,
killer.
someone just asked me to be on a movie project. Like, yeah, I probably should say yes.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, like,
Absolutely say yes.
yeah. And so I was like, sure. And, like, they brought me on and, like, gave me the title of impact producer. And we kind of, like, carved out a role. It was like, you know, a lot of my responsibility was, like, getting some of the social media stuff going, building a base website that we could edit then and to, like, a final website, and then, like, starting to reach out to theaters and other things for screenings.
Yeah.
And creating impact events, because this movie has so much tie to PTSD and, like, suicide awareness and other, like very global human, like, issues, that we thought it'd be cool to, like, create events where we have speakers and stuff too that could also impact local veterans to seek you know, mental health care. So it's kind of like, that's what was, like, my role. And so then I also worked on, because of Dryfest, I started working on Bloom in Newport because it was local, and I just had the idea to marry the two together, and everyone loved it. So we decided to do the return West Coast premiere at Bloom Festival, which was in May.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was really long-winded, everyone, but, you know.
It was a good explanation.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, I loved it. I think it was great.
That's me.
That whole Bloom Fest was amazing. If you were there, you know you had a great time. I had a great time. My wife had a great time. You put on a great time.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, yeah. I'm also the MC at the event. So I do all the announcements and everything. I have a lot of fun with it.
It's that
It gives me, like, a little bit of, like, power trip, you know.
that
Not really, but
that beautiful voice.
yes, that beautiful voice. Yes. Damn, that shit is good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I don't feel, like, too crazy high, but
really.
I feel pretty good.
Because I feel fucking.
Like, yeah. Yes.
That's grabbing him by
First
the short hairs
episode.
in a minute.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's getting
I love
there.
it. Yeah, so that's how the movie happened, and that's, like, some of my creative past and how it tied into, like, me becoming a brewer too. Like, you know, life works in funny, chaotic, random ways sometimes, you know.
Right.
But things connect sometimes, you know.
Yeah, shit happens for a reason.
Yeah, exactly.
Usually, hopefully, a good one. You know.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I gotta say.
Yeah, well, and tying Charlie in, though, like, you started working at Rogue during my first year and a half there, I think. How long have you been there?
You were only there for a year and a
long
half when I was there?
How long were you there?
This is going on my 4th year.
Okay, I just hit 4 years.
Did you?
Yeah.
You just hit 4.
Yeah. So.
This must be my 3rd year.
No. It's because I have a delayed, but it was technically 4 years in February, but I got laid off during the pandemic for, like, 2 months when they cut back on workers, and then they had me come back a couple months later.
Well, but you can't.
And then not long after that, I think you started. Because when's your 4 year? Do you remember?
No. When I hit February, when I hit March, it'll be my 4 year.
Gotcha. Okay, so I was there
this year,
almost a year before you started. Yeah.
Oh, I guess we gotta hit 25.
Yeah. So I just hit my 4 years.
Yeah, that is a good one right there.
Yeah.
I'll try to do math.
Math.
No.
Math on the moon rock.
No moon rock.
Yeah, no.
No, yes, moon rock. No math.
No math. Yeah. Well,
you were my first boss,
yeah,
actually.
I was the line lead at that point. I like
for the goose,
or the grim as they called it, which was like the canned cocktail line. It was slow as heck.
Yeah.
And it was long, cold days on that line. You and Brad, I think, started at the same time.
We did. It was
you guys
fun.
were both on my line.
Yeah, it was a good time.
It was hilarious. And now that area is not even the same. It's crazy.
All of it's gone.
Yeah. It's all just tanks now.
It's good.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good
thing.
Progression.
No
one should have to run that thing.
No, never. Your hands fucking freeze. They fucking freeze.
So cold. It was so cold.
And it's not even because, like, the water's cold. There's air blowing on your hands from the cold water. The air is what freezes you.
Gloves are key.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they keep you from getting, like, hypothermia, but you're still fucking freezing, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a good time, though. Yeah, but yeah, so and we've both been at Rogue ever since, which is cool.
Yeah. I gotta say, I mean, my dream job was to be a brewer, and
Okay.
having a pancreatitis is all of them.
Yeah,
I can't do that. I can't drink the alcohol. I don't even want to swish and taste because I'd want to brew everything, so I'd be swishing, tasting everything.
Yeah.
You know, I've brewed for quite a while personally. And
Nice. That's
pursued
awesome.
it. Yeah, it was fun. You know,
Heck yeah.
I brewed for weddings, our own wedding. You know, we talked about it, and I was like, I could go and spend $500 on beer and alcohol,
Right.
or I could take $500, build us a kegerator, and brew us 4 kegs of beer, 5 kegs of beer.
There you go.
Yeah,
Way easier.
and we still had money left over to get some good hard stuff and whatnot.
Right.
So,
as you do at weddings.
Yeah, it was fun, and that was a passion. You know, that was so
Nice.
fun. And
That's awesome. Dude.
in California, I was trying to get into Lagunitas because it was
Oh.
I loved it.
Oh yeah, classic for.
But I don't know. I could never get in. Never get in there.
Yeah.
I had friends who could get in. Everyone I knew could get a job there, but I never got a job there.
Weird.
Which is fine.
It's so random though.
It's random, but you know what? You know, everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
And when we were in California, moving up to Oregon, first place I applied was Rogue.
No
Did
way.
they come through for me? Hell no, they didn't come through for me.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I had a California, granted, California address.
Yeah.
Who are you going to give a job to?
Right.
in California?
Yeah.
So we ended up moving up here, and I got a job at the food share.
Oh.
And that was good. It felt good.
Yeah.
It was
Awesome.
rewarding
That's a good way to
getting
start.
stuff out there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I saw this come up, and I was like, well, yeah, I could do that. You know, I like can't stay up late at night. So when I started, I was like, well, this is great. You know, and then 2 weeks into the job, the guy says, hey, we're going to get you on the PM shift.
Right.
And I was like, well, I don't know if I can. There's no worries, we'll acclimate you. Yeah,
Nice.
cool.
Nice. That's awesome. Dude.
Yeah, if you could do it, I'm all game.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I couldn't do it. I have a problem. You know, it's a roll of the dice if I'm going to stay awake past like 8 o'clock.
Yeah. No, I'm the same way. I have always been morning shift there, and I was lucky enough to like stay morning shift, and like I am the same way. I'm super productive in the morning. I cannot stay awake at night.
Yeah.
Like movies, music, it doesn't matter. If it's time for bed, I will pass out.
Yeah, right.
Like I'll take a sip of caffeine. No, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Out.
Yeah, internal clocks is fucking you. You're done.
Exactly.
You're done.
Yeah.
So
I feel you there.
you know, I went through my trials and tribulations, and I was a hard worker. You know, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I fucking worked hard because I wanted to be there. My dream job was to work at a brewery, and I was at fucking Rogue. You know, that was.
Yeah.
I'm still there. I'm at fucking Rogue.
And you have the cool road tattoos.
Right.
Yeah, you
got
gotta
them
show
all.
that.
You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
well, not all of them yet, but yeah.
Got the honey kolsch.
With the honey kolsch
Big
bean.
guy, classic, out of line.
Yeah, out of line.
It was a classic beer.
The Dead and Dead.
Dead and Dead.
Yep. Classic dead guy.
Hell yeah.
We'll see. I mean, there's a little blank space here for something.
Nice. I still
yeah.
knock on the Rogue one.
No?
No. But I have bears, which is cool.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, that's pretty fucking cool, dude.
Panda bear
Yeah.
and a grizzly bear.
So, what's the difference between a brown bear and a grizzly bear?
So grizzlies, okay, I've got some bear knowledge. Let's see
Okay.
if I'm right based on your knowledge.
Okay.
Grizzlies are the species of species of brown bears that are found mostly in like Montana, Idaho, Wyoming, not in Canada.
Yes.
And they're slightly smaller than the like Canadian and Alaska brown bears.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never knew my whole life that they were just brown bears.
Oh, yeah.
One's called a grizzly,
Yeah.
and one's called a brown bear.
This one looks real grizzly.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess they don't look too much different.
No.
But
I think they like have maybe like a slightly different body shape just because they evolved in separate areas.
Yeah.
Like size, and like grizzlies kind of have this hump a little bit more prominent than like the bigger like Kodiak bears.
mm-hmm.
That's like my spirit animal, so I like know bear facts.
Yeah.
One of my secret human talents.
My spirit animal is Deadpool, but we'll move on.
Yes.
Just saying, you know.
That's a great spirit animal to have.
I think so.
Yeah.
It's
Is
fun.
it Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he is Deadpool, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout at me.
Shout out to Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Is that what you want to talk about next?
Well, you know.
No, we can keep talking about what.
I don't know.
Yeah. What are you thinking? What are you thinking?
Well,
We're just riffing, guys.
Yeah,
Episode 1, you know?
you know, let's try a little something. I want to start in the segments called Douche No Douche.
Okay.
So Douche No Douche, we're gonna go with Jake Paul.
Jake Paul. Okay.
What do you think? Douche No Douche.
Okay, well, I think it's. I'm gonna be diplomatic. I can't help myself, but I think it's a little of both.
Okay.
I think him and his brother definitely had like very strong personas on their like influencer profiles.
Mm-hmm.
So that one might say they were like douchey. I never like really watched them ever. Like I'm pretty indifferent, but I can see that.
Yes.
And you know, like that happens. No, but they're also kind of no douche because they have really brought, or I think revived boxing a lot. Jake Paul has helped revive like the excitement and like popularity around recent boxing matches.
Yeah.
With his like star status and like them being more watched, watched by more people and like being like more hyped up
Mm-hmm.
in the media too, and the mainstream media.
Yes.
So I think like that's really cool because he's kind of propped back up a sport that kind of was dying. Not dying, but like, you know, definitely not the same as it was back in like the heyday.
Yeah.
And you know, I think Logan, his brother, is doing WWE. I'm not a WWE fan personally, so
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'd say like douche and no douche. There's my answer. There's my high answer. I could have gone further, but then I got too high.
No, you know, I agree. And I agree because, you know, I think, and he came from such a background that was so douchey, and worked his way up being kind of douchey, and
Yeah.
and really
Works for some people.
yeah, it does. It worked for him, and he's made it.
Yeah.
But like even getting in the ring with Tyson,
That's ballsy.
right?
That's brave.
Even to get hit playing around by that fucking guy. I mean, he's gonna blast that dude's head off if they really fight. I think. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't.
Tyson
like,
is so.
I don't know enough
strong.
about boxing though. Like I'm just like I do love like I'm a sports junkie, specifically like NFL.
Yeah.
But like I follow ESPN and everything,
Yeah.
so like you know I know what's going on, but I still haven't like watched a lot of boxing. So like I
Yeah.
really don't know. Like if you know Mike Tyson is pretty old. Is that like when's the last time he boxed? I don't know, but he does look like he's tough still.
He does look like he's he has no fucks to give. That's what it looks like to me. Like
Right. I mean,
Yeah.
the dude got a tattoo on his face. That like takes a very certain type of person to be able to handle that.
fuck face tattoos. Yeah, definitely. Shit.
I could not do that. I am
No.
not strong enough.
No. Yeah. So I agree with you.
Yeah.
Douche, no douche. Little
Yeah.
each. You know.
Okay. You know, that's good to start the first one off with,
Yeah, I
like,
think
you
so.
know, like a mid-level.
I think so. I think that
Yeah.
worked out good.
Yeah, man. I'm excited to see who else you come up with. I'm kind of scared.
We're gonna just kind of move on a little bit. I wanted to like cleanse the palate a little bit.
Yeah, fair enough.
So I want to touch a little bit on brewing.
Okay, yeah.
And now I want to talk about some herbal brewing that you're doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tell me about it, because
Well, so I've been trying to like think outside the box when like getting my chances to come up with recipes and whatnot, which has been like spotty here and there a little bit more recently. And I have a background with my wife in like some herbalism because she runs an apothecary that we sell to farmers market in Newport. She has a degree in botany and chemistry, and like so she like is very scientific about like using plants as medicine and stuff.
that is awesome.
Yeah, and so I've learned a lot in that in those regards.
Mhm.
And then when I started brewing, she got me a book that's like ancient and sacred brewing traditions, I think it's called. It's about this guy who's like an anthropologist, and brewer, and he went to different tribes, indigenous tribes, and like learned about their ancient like brewing techniques to create alcohol using like different herbs, like than we generally use, not using grain, not using hops, like
Nice.
and so that was really interesting, and that like got me thinking about using herbs like with modern techniques, though, like still using grain obviously and hops, but like being able to embed like other herbals in with it. And so one of my first recipes I came up with was I think it was like 2 or so years ago, was like a hibiscus and blackberry IPA. I was trying to think Oregon with blackberry, and then I was like, wait, we have a bunch of hibiscus at home. That sounds really good. And so I pitched it to Joel, who's our brewmaster. And, he asked, at that time he was asking if anybody had an idea, because there was some open time. And so I told him about it, and he's like, yeah, let's try it out. And like he basically did the brew at that point. I was not like a full brewer then.
Yeah.
And it was pretty good, and I called it Werebear Full Moon IPA. And because we were doing the monsters at the time, so I made my own monster. And it was on Untapped, and it has reviews and stuff, and like fairly good. So it was like a good first attempt.
Nice.
And then next time I got a chance, it just got me thinking more and more about like brewing with herbals in beer. So when I got the chance next time, I made a sage and juniper berry
What?
pilsner.
Yeah. No shit.
And yeah, that one I thought was pretty good. I like put the sage in the hot side, like when you're boiling it. What they call the wort, which is after you separate the liquid from the grain, it becomes the wort, and you boil that off to get the alcohol. And so I was putting like the sage in with that, like steeping it like it was almost like a tea.
Nice.
Yeah, and then Laura and I made a juniper berry tincture at home.
Oh wow.
And like let it sit for like quite a few weeks, and then I injected it into the beer after it had fermented and it crashed down to a cold temperature, and it was pretty good. I liked it. I called it Desert Wind.
Oh, nice. That sounds yummy. Shit.
Mm-hmm. I had a few bottles of it. I saved a few bottles because he let me bottle some off of it to take home.
That's cool.
Yeah, and so I had it for a little while. It was pretty good. It was very interesting. I had fun like trying it out though. Like trying to think outside the box.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And then which led me to my last beer, which was the Lavender Lager, which I did for the Bloom Festival because I was part of Bloom and a brewer at Rogue. I they greenlit me to brew a beer for Bloom, which was my Lavender Lager recipe that Joel helped me develop, and we brewed it, and it was like everyone really liked it.
It seems to be a big hit, dude.
It sold out.
Everyone seems to love it.
It sold out at the Bloom. We went through the keg that we had there, and they're putting it up in the pubs. Yeah, which is pretty cool. Yeah, they're gonna put them all in all the Rogue pubs, like in Portland and Astoria, and
dude, you've got to be proud of that.
Yeah, I'm super stoked about
awesome,
that.
dude.
And that was like first try too. Like a lot of times you'll tweak recipes a lot. You know, especially at a big brewery, you have a lot of like people who are like tasting it and like giving ideas. So sometimes you tweak stuff till it kind of suits what everyone's looking for. And this one was just like first hit, like really like, you know, lucky or good, you know, but either way, like it was awesome. Yeah, it felt great. And I had some on my 4-year anniversary up at the pub, which was like a cool moment.
That's very cool. That's so awesome.
Yeah. Well, it was like a cool moment, like being there 4 years, having a beer up in the pub with Laura, my wife, and our daughter, Aurora. Like, it was like...
I can't imagine going up and having a beer and one of them's yours.
Right? It was really cool, yeah.
Or bringing your folks in there, or bringing people in and being like, that one's the one I made.
Yeah, yeah.
That's so fucking cool, dude. Yeah, that's so cool, man. that was my goal, you know, so you're gonna live in it. That's why I fucking love the place. It's like, I'm living my dream.
Yeah.
Of being where I want to be.
Exactly.
The environment is what I want, you know, the socialness is what I want. Yeah. And going outside and smelling that salt air. It's great.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, so that was awesome. I'm stoked about that. I have a bunch of other ideas that hopefully I'll get to try out.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Because, man, they're all a hit.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Speaking of a hit. There.
This thing is
I know.
monster.
I mean, if you want to put it down for a minute. Or if you don't. I don't know.
pressure. Oh God. I took another mini one. Okay.
So, I totally get it.
You know, to be fair, we were also smoking before this too, so.
It's a trade secret.
I mean, it's expected, right?
Right. I mean,
Yeah.
it's much more than a job. It's an adventure.
Yes, exactly.
I think so.
Yeah.
Do you think Chewbacca judges Han Solo on his dress attire?
Do Wookiees have the ability to... Do they care about fashion?
If he's like, we gotta go, and Chewbacca goes, ready, and Han's like, I'm getting there. You know? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they are intelligent beings,
Yeah.
so... and he's like, hey, dude, I am just a ball of fur. I just roll out. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, let's go. Do you really have to put on this many layers? I'm ready to shoot some people.
You know, there's a
Okay, one more.
there's a cut of Star Trek or Return of the Jedi or Empire. God, I cannot remember. I've only seen it once. There's a cut of them when they filmed it where the guy, they didn't put in the yet.
Oh, really?
So you hear him talking. So when Han is answering
Peter,
him, it's because
Peter Mayhew.
It's because he hears Peter saying to him what Chewbacca's supposed to be saying.
That's funny.
It was awesome. If they put it in subtitles, change your life, it would have. That wasn't a Yoda thing.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely judges him. You're right.
I think so.
Yeah. That's where I land with that.
But
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take a break on that. I gotta grab some water.
yeah. Wow. Moon rock blunt. It does what it says it's gonna do.
Yeah, it's great.
Oh man, I tell you. So.
Okay.
Sorry, I got one good call coming up. There we go.
Yes.
So you're mentioning your wife is an apothecary.
Oh yeah. Yes, that's right. Yeah.
So, what is that like? I would love my life to be as much earthly medicinal things as I could have, rather
Totally.
than any of this chemical or shit that the insurance
Absolutely.
companies are trying to get you to shit.
Well,
you know?
like for me, like my journey with that started with her, and like I got a job before we were together, and Eugene at Mountain Rose Herbs, and we met there. And after we got together, she was already starting like her dream for a business with like replacing household items with like herbal household like health and body care items with like herbal replacements
Nice.
that were good for you. Oh god, I might have to cough too.
Just do it.
And so
Feels better to get it out.
yeah, she started that, and then when we came out to the coast, she found like a couple shops that she got into that really liked her stuff because she like made really good soaps, and oh man, I'm so high.
Yeah, I do too. I'll tell you this: we've bought the stuff from her at the farmers market.
Sorry,
that
Laura.
has been-
sorry, Laura.
That has been a fucking life changer. Some of this stuff,
So
is just so amazing. So
Yeah.
she is so great.
I'm gonna struggle through this.
No,
and
you
I'm gonna
are.
Get
You're
through
gonna
it.
get through
I'm
it.
gonna get through
We're
it. We
gonna
got
do
it. Okay.
We're gonna do it.
I'm just like, this is what the podcast is about, right? Trying to get through being really high. And
That's it. Yeah.
There's people out there who understand this struggle.
That's why they're watching, man.
Okay, so
Yeah.
yes, we moved out to the coast. Her stuff is really good. She makes a whole like catalog of stuff. And then she got into the Newport Farmers Market one year, like 5 market seasons ago, like at the end of the season we got in with her stuff, and so we like put together a setup. We had a logo already. She was already like had labels for stuff.
Nice.
And
like
we started selling, and people like really, you know, locally really like gravitated toward us, and like started coming back, and like we got regular customers, and so like we just kind of built every year since we've been doing it, and like we have like our own website now. We're working on a rebrand for we're gonna hopefully be repped by a wholesale rep who's gonna like take us around to a few states.
Nice.
And so we're like kind of rebranding like a little more modern and sleek, but still, you know, apothecary and witchy.
Yeah.
And yeah, really trying to just keep building that up, because that, like, you know, we love doing market, but we also want to like build her medicine and her brand a little bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, get it out there.
Yeah.
The
Exactly.
stuff is.
Yeah.
It works. You know.
Well, and so like her one of the best things she makes that like really she converted me on was her bar soaps.
Yeah.
And it's like her own special recipe of like coconut oil, and then she puts like whole herbs and essential oils in, so everything's naturally colored, scented. And I used to just be a liquid soap guy, like especially for shampoo, like religious about it.
Yeah.
And when she started making a shampoo bar, and she had me try it, and you know, like thinking about reducing plastics is a nice idea, and so I started using it, and I can't explain any better than like it just like works so well. The coconut oil felt really nice on my skin, and like it hardens up really well, and so like I don't have to use a lot, and the natural smells with like the actual like plant material in there is like so good.
Yeah.
It's like way better. Yeah.
Yeah. The soap, I'll tell you, is amazing, because it feels so good, and it's like on my skin. Like, I'll tell you, because I'm a little older, I get a little ashy.
Oh, okay.
And so the soap doesn't make me look like, it looks like I've put lotion on.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's exactly.
I mean, that's what it's.
Yeah.
She said it would do.
Yeah.
And it does. It's great stuff.
Yeah, she totally converted me on that. Like, I was just. Well, what's nice about the coconut oil, too, just like. And I don't have any, like, sources, but, you know, like, generally I think coconut oil reacts to temperature more rapidly than other oils at a lower temperature, so it'll harden up at lower temperature points than, like, olive oil or palm oil, or I can't remember all the different oils I use in soap.
Yeah.
Usually it's a blend, and Laura just does a single oil, coconut oil, because of that ability to make it hot and quick, and then it cures quick. And then when you use it, it'll harden up like really fast, so it's not just like slimy, which is what I hate about like other bar soaps.
Yeah.
So I never used them because they were just slippery and slimy.
Yeah.
And these ones like harden up, and they'll like even stick to the little thing where you have to like pull them off.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, okay, actually, you know what? These are great.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm tired of I don't like the stuff where it tells you it's gonna like soften or smooth your skin, and it like doesn't feel like it ever washes off your skin.
Right.
You know, you feel like a fucking dolphin.
Yeah, yeah.
All of a sudden,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
you know, it fucking never washes off. It feels like.
Yeah.
So yeah, very much appreciate it.
Yeah, that's what I like about those. Yeah, she's like very good with that stuff, and like her, she's a very scientific mind about it too. Like she's doing a bunch of chemistry, creating all of her products and stuff, and like more than I understand, which like I understand a little bit, you know, obviously being a brewer, but it's pretty cool seeing her create all these different products as like with like herbs and stuff. Yeah.
Would there be a way of branding a beer with Apothecary, Rogue Witch, Rogue Ale collaboration? Something to think about.
I don't have the decision on that.
No, but you can bring up the idea.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, we have enough viewers; they'll probably see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. I feel like Joel might watch.
I hope so.
Shout out Joel.
Hey, Joel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. No, I like that idea. I mean, people make beer soap. We've read about it.
Mm-hmm.
Where you like take beer and make it with your soap. It probably could be done with.
Is that alcoholism though? I mean, is that something where maybe you're just having too much in a day if you're going home and you're soaping with it as well?
Yeah,
I don't know. Right? You soak stuff in through your skin.
Yeah.
Does that soap have an ABV?
I mean, that's a good question. That is a good question to look up.
That soap is 7%.
Direct contact intoxication.
Boy, I bet we could have the market for that if that was real.
Yeah. Oh, God, people would buy that. Like, hotcakes, man. Is that still a term? Hotcakes.
Yeah.
Is that?
I don't know. That might be. You might not get to say that anymore. I don't know. I don't know. Were you talking to me? No. It's okay if you do. Anyway.
Have you ever had hotcakes?
Like pancakes?
Is that what hotcakes are?
I don't know.
Is that what hotcakes are referring to? Because I actually don't know exactly.
I think.
I know the phrase, but.
Flapjack.
Okay.
Is a
that
hot.
would make sense.
Is a hot cake, I think.
But all cakes are hot at some point. So is it hot cakes is one word, or is it hot cakes?
You fucking stumped me, man. I don't know. But I
That's
know
where
what?
this English degree comes in handy.
That fucking question's gonna haunt me all night. I'll tell you that.
Yes.
Oh my god. I'm gonna call you at like 3 a.m. and I'm gonna be like, dude,
I don't
need to
fucking know.
You need to help me. Give you the answer.
Oh god, that's great.
Yeah. That was good.
So yeah.
Oh shit.
Very nice, yeah. Hot cakes.
Yeah.
God, we're fucking stoned. That's great.
This
thing is like.
Are we ready to finish it off?
No.
No?
Not yet. Let me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry, guys.
No, don't worry. You ever wonder if penguins get jealous of how smoothly dolphins go through water?
Because penguins have feathers. Yeah.
Right.
Do penguins see dolphins though? I guess probably some. Probably
they must see
maybe
them once in a while, right?
Probably at some point in the world, because I guess there's penguins across the world in the southern atmosphere. I think there's penguins.
Do dolphins go into
the Arctic?
Cold enough water for penguins?
Probably not.
I don't know.
No. So
I'm not that aquatic.
I'm gonna say no. Then I'm gonna say no.
Huh.
Based on the fact that penguins don't know what the fuck a dolphin is.
Yeah. You ever seen the inside of a penguin's mouth?
No.
The fucking teeth?
Yes,
it's
looks
horrifying.
so weird.
It's fucking haunting.
It's like a horror movie.
Yeah. Yeah. They must have a horror movie about a king penguin, right? Like 6'7" king penguin who just kills
King Emperor Death.
Yeah. Nom nom nom.
Yes, I love that.
Yeah. Well,
you know, that's why. Damn. Fuck. No, fuck that one up.
Right.
Sorry,
Moon
guys.
rock,
Yeah, moon rock.
fucking moon
I had a
rock.
thought and immediately gone because I'm on the moon.
Sometimes it just fucking happens.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Have you ever been somewhere, thought of something so funny it made you laugh out loud, but been so high that when somebody says, "Oh, what's so funny?" You're all, "Well, and forget."
Yeah.
That's right now.
Yes. Yeah. Yep. So yes, Yep.
Yeah.
I have.
Touche.
All right.
Yeah.
Mark that one off the list. No, it's probably happened many times.
Yeah. Agreed. Agreed.
Oh man, yes. That thing is awesome.
I'm just
I don't think we need
I'm
the
looking
weed
at
I
the rest
brought.
of it. Yeah, no, I'm looking at the rest of it, and I just can't.
Look at it.
I just don't.
It's beautiful.
There's a lot left though.
Yeah, that's a lot.
There's
I
a
mean,
lot left there.
we didn't promise that we were gonna finish it when we started. Unless you really want to.
Well, I'd feel bad for not. Well, I don't know. I feel bad for not doing it. But
I mean, if you want to light it up, I'll soldier on as best as I can.
We're gonna go on a little more.
Okay.
We're gonna do a little more.
Let's do it. Make sure nothing is happening bad.
Well, that's.
No, just keep puppy pictures. Cute puppy pictures.
Oh man, we want to get a Doberman.
Oh, nice.
Female.
Aw, that's cute.
Name her Mazakine.
Mazakine, what's that from?
It's the right hand of the devil.
Yes, I love it.
If you've ever seen...
Oh. I fouled it.
It's a show on Netflix called Lucifer. It's fun.
I've heard of
It's
it.
pretty fun. But
And that's that character's name.
there's a girl on there named Mazakine, yeah.
Nice. I like it. It's a cool name.
Wow.
Whoa. Yeah, this thing.
Can you see how foggy it is in here? Maybe next episode I'll have a little ventilation.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. It's not like a bad idea. No?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say crack with the shit, but I don't want guests.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody wants gas. Not yet. What's the funniest movie you ever seen?
Oh, man. Funniest movie I've ever seen? Wow. You're going to have to make me think about movies. Funniest. Okay. Well, one of the funniest movies, like, I remember upon first reaction, and I was in high school, was definitely The Hangover when I saw it. When it first came out.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
That movie.
Yeah. I think, was that mid-2000s?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember having a, and This Is the End also was fucking, and that's definitely based on, like, when the first time I saw it, like, I was laughing so fucking hard. Probably stoned, you know.
Yeah, mine was gonna be Dumber and Dumber, but
That is also,
but I think
great.
those two right there, because you nailed it.
Man, The Hangover was so fucking hilarious.
Even number 2 was pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
3,
Yeah. It was okay.
It was a shark jumper,
It was
but
okay.
yeah, it was alright.
It was just okay.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
God, number
That
1
first,
was
yeah.
just something new.
And then This Is the End.
Is that the one?
The Apocalypse. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That movie.
where that devil has his way with what's his name, Jonah
Joe
Hill.
Hill. Yeah.
I love it when that ray of light's taking James Franco up and he's all, fuck you guys, fuck you guys, and drops him.
Yes. Oh my god, that was so good. Yeah, that movie was over the top and, like, nothing. What I did not expect anything.
Right.
Not that I can, like, predict the future on plots, but, like, that was so out of the realm of what I thought was gonna happen.
Same here.
Movie. That was so good.
Yeah, that was a great movie. When they woke up and that dude had cooked all the food,
Yeah.
that you knew it was gonna get good.
Oh, Danny McBride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen Land of the Lost?
Uh-uh.
Will Ferrell?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it'll change your world.
Nice.
Land
Is that,
of the Lost.
Is it recent?
No. Nope, it's an old one, and Danny McBride's in it, and they go to test out something and go to a different dimension, and it is amazingly funny.
Nice.
Like, you will cry.
Nice. Okay. I love Will Ferrell, so I'm assuming I'll.
It's a good one. You will love this one.
Okay. No, I got a tap. I got a tap.
Look how close we are.
I know.
The filter goes like right there.
Oh god.
Well, you sure? I mean, I don't
Okay,
want to force you.
One more puff.
No, I don't want to force
One more puff. I can't disappoint.
We're about done with the episode. Just like
That's all I got.
we're about done with that.
You about done with that too?
Yeah, I'm done.
Oh, yeah.
That's a fun cough.
Yeah, that thing is fucking good, man. That
Yeah,
is,
I will give it to Portland Heights.
Yeah. That
And the
thing
Moon Rock
smacks you.
Blunt.
That thing smacks you for sure.
Yeah, and it was like when I looked at it, I think it's a sativa.
Yeah, I definitely don't feel like sleepy.
No, no,
I feel like
I don't usually get sativas, but yeah, it's perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Love it, man. Yeah, this was fun, dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm glad. Like, this is kind of fun. Just like telling my story a little bit. Thanks for asking me to be on.
Yeah, this has been a great time.
Yeah. Is there anything else that you had in mind before we signed off?
You know, the only thing I'd ask you is, do you think if they shaved Chewie down, he'd look like Ron Perlman? That dude who played Hellboy the first time?
That's a good question.
I just see him. You remember that show, The Beast? Or Beauty and the Beast?
Oh, yeah.
That's him.
Wait, like the live action?
Yeah. The show. No, not the movie.
Oh, okay.
There was a show.
No, probably not. Probably not.
Nah, I forget how old I am.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. It's okay. I'm a baby. I know.
No.
It's okay.
It's fine.
It's fine. But not really. I'm in my 30s.
No, you're not a baby.
Yeah.
You're a grown man.
Grown
You got a
man.
beard.
I got a toddler.
God damn it. Lovely baby, by the way. Lovely child.
Yeah. She's a wild little thing right now.
That's so awesome. I can't wait to be a grandpa.
Yeah.
Yeah. It ain't gonna happen anytime soon, but I can't wait.
Nice.
Yeah.
My parents love it, so I've heard nothing but good reviews.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. They moved to Lincoln City from Montana once we got pregnant. So.
Really?
Yeah.
How neat. So you have them that close.
Yeah. And that was when we were in Lincoln City, and then we moved to Siletz. So they're like, we're still like close enough. It's only like 40
heck yeah.
minutes, yeah.
Close enough, but you always got a distance.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah. So like, it's awesome because then they get to be near their granddaughter, which is what they wanted, you know. So
yeah,
which I understand, and I also appreciate the help.
It
takes a village, you know.
Yeah, the coldest weather here can't be as bad as the coldest weather there.
Dude, it was like 7 months of winter most years, like easily like a week or so of negative weather every year, like sometimes as low as like -20, and we just like went to school.
How do you survive?
We just went to school and went to work and all of it. We never had like snow days. They're just like, no, well, this is just gonna keep going, so just go to work.
Oh my god!
Like I didn't even know what, like, there was snow days on TV, like on like cartoons and whatever. And I'd be like, Mom, what is a snow day? It's like, oh, when it snows too much and like you don't go to school. I'm like, well, they've never told us we could stay home. What do you mean?
Yeah.
We just go to school in the snow.
Yeah. I want to see how much cartoons.
Yeah. So yeah, that was brutal. But you know, it was. I have a lot of fondness for the snow still. Like you know, I ski and like I did a lot of sledding and like there was a lot of fun in the snow. But as I've gotten older, I really fell in love with the Oregon weather, honestly.
Yeah.
And I don't mind the rain. And honestly, we get ice out here sometimes, which sucks. But the rain is like pretty melancholy and nice all year. And then we get beautiful springs and summers that are like super freaking green and like blooming like crazy.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I think the only thing I don't like about the winter is when kegs arrive. I have to go on a forklift and sit in the rain.
Oh my god.
It rains this way.
Yeah, rain on the Oregon coast is brutal.
It tests your metal, dude.
Oh yeah, we have to have like so many weights on our apothecary booth at the market. Like
I bet.
Like concrete weights and like I have like at least 3 concrete weights.
Oof.
Water jug, like.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
Yeah.
Having everything lifted away. We were there one time, and there was a tent over on the side, and the wind picked it up and threw it on the car, up and over the other side. Yeah.
No way.
And it didn't mess the car up. It didn't like break the window or anything. But yeah, it was amazing. So good job on weighing that down in the wind.
Yeah, we have decided we like end up not usually going on bad days because we have some glass containers and we don't want the soaps to get like rain and wind.
Yeah.
So Yeah, we just don't go on those days because we don't want that to happen.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't want. You don't want
No,
that.
thank
Nobody
you.
wants to be in that kind of weather.
Nope.
Anyway, you know.
No.
The only one I ever see out there is the mushroom guy.
Yeah.
You see him there no matter what.
Well, who cares? The mushrooms can get rained on, you know.
Yeah.
Actually, honestly, it's probably good for them.
Yeah. Keep them alive.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's fun. I love the little Newport Market. It's great.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah. Shout out.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Well, I think we're good.
All right. All right, buddy.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
This has been our first episode of A Higher Perspective, the podcast. If you like what you saw, you know, click that like button, share, subscribe, tell your friends about us. If you have a wacky video that makes you say, what the fuck? You want a topic brought up, send it to us at ahigherperspectivethepodcast@gmail.com. And remember, you are never too high to give your perspective. Thank you very much.